All right, Shalom. Shalom, giving our praises, our glory, our honors unto Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Peace and bless to the hopeful elect. This is another update on the Motb, which is a tech implant. And the prophecy is definitely about to be fulfilled soon. And it's on the move. Okay? This is an article from Cowboy State Daily, right? And this is out of Wyoming, okay? It says, now, Wyoming won't stop employers from requiring staff to receive the CHIP, okay? Wyoming won't stop employers from requiring staff to receive the CHIP, okay? Or the Charagma. It says the Wyoming State House defeated a bill on Wednesday morning that would have prohibited employers from requiring their staff to implant CHIP in their bodies. Senate File 72 was defeated 32-28 and 1-1 on third reading, the last major hurdle it had left before being signed into law. Okay, so this is important because for a number of years, different states have known about this legislation. Have been known about this technology, and then you have companies like here in the U.S. You have, and this is out of Wisconsin. You had what was that company called? But basically, they had a CHIP party, okay? And a 3 Square Market, okay? 3 Square Market out of Wisconsin. It was all on the major news outlets about people buying and selling with the Charagma in their hands, okay? So now you have different states say, well, they don't want these different companies and employers to require their employees to have to get this. But according to this article here, right, out of Wyoming, the state is not going to prohibit these jobs and companies from doing it, okay? So I'm going to read some more. It says, fears and suspicion of current and future forced CHIP use in Wyoming brought SF 72 close to being passed into law. Many supporters of the bill described it as an opportunity for the Wyoming legislature to get ahead of a problem before it materializes, some drawing a comparison to the restrictions placed in the workplace during 2020, right, the pandemic. Despite expressing doubt that this practice is occurring in Wyoming, State Representative Barry Crago, a Republican out of Buffalo, successfully paused an amendment to the bill on Wednesday, making any past microchipping agreement still acceptable in Wyoming. He said he brought this amendment to conform the bill to the Wyoming Constitution, right? And this is out of from March 1st. So, you know, you can't stop prophecy from being fulfilled. Okay, a lot of people are trying to, you know, a lot of these people in the Midwest and the South, these Bible Belt states, they understand what the Motb is, all right? But Christians, certain Christians like Vocab, and even Israelites, such as the IUIC or ISUBK, right? They either can't see it, right, or they sold out not to speak on it, okay? But the fact of the matter remains is this technology is definitely a fulfillment of Revelation 13:16 on down. Okay? And even in these American government legislatures, they're not stopping it from coming. Once this thing is pushed out there, especially with these CBDCs and the Fed takes over, it's going to start moving even quicker because the tech is already out there. It's just about having the nationwide infrastructure for people to be able to get it and use it as convenient as people are using cash and credit cards. Okay? So this right here, okay, is a big win for prophecy. Hey, Kala Yahweh Shai, shot, because once this comes to pass, we know we're soon to be delivered. All right? Let's go to the next article. And this is more tech. This is from Science Daily. Researchers unveil smart contact lens capable of implementing AR-based navigation. So they want to have this technology available for you to be connected to the grid, as they say, at all times, okay? With the advent of the metaverse era, there have been growing expectations that VR and augmented reality technologies will be likely to enhance convenience in everyday life, as well as industry productivity performance. Okay? And this is what they want to do, because they want people to be connected to the Internet of Things. They want everything smart. You know, they want everything pretty much. It's all a part of what's called as transhumanism. Okay? I'll read some of this here. A joint research team affiliated with UNIST has introduced core technology to smart contact lenses that can implement AR-based navigation through a 3D printing process. According to the research team, the new smart contact lenses can be worn inside the eye of a person like a normal contact lens. Okay? Now, this isn't the C-HIP, all right? Now, this is not the Motb, but having the Motb with this type of technology can connect you even more to this new system, this new infrastructure of knowing what you see, what you hear, what you say, everything at all times. And you got to remember that this new order of the world that Esau is trying to create, it's all about control. Okay? So that was just something on that. Let's see what this is. Nationalnews.com. Microchipping made mandatory for cats in England. New law comes into effect next summer after similar scheme for dog owners proved successful. Right, so recently they did this in the UK with dogs, and now they're doing it with cats. And why are they doing it with dogs and cats? Because next they want to put it into humans, and they want to have it made mandatory. Cat owners in England will be required to have their pets C-HIP from June next year in an effort to deter theft and help reunite strays with their owners. No, it's all a test run. Okay? It's all a test run for what they want to do in people. All right? The UK's Department for Environment and Rural Affairs said about 2.3 million of the 9 million cats in England were untagged, right? About 25%. Now, what if that was people? If you got 2.3 million people that don't have it, then they have the data. They have the insight on how many people they need. The same thing they did over here in the States with the people that took the juice that didn't take the juice. Okay? Oh, well, about 2/3 of the country has already gotten it. But then you have other people that don't, another percentage. It's all about gathering data. Because the more data these elites and these different think tankers are able to get, then the more they can develop ways to get people to accept it. Okay? And they've done this in different places around the world. And I think in Japan and even Texas, it was made mandatory to get certain pets injected with this technology, implanted under their skin or their fur. So it's just a matter of time. Once they get the cats and the dogs, then they're going to get the humans, okay? Let's go to the next one. This is from techtimes.com. Silicon Labs tiny C-hip is being developed to read your saliva. Okay? Silicon Labs XG27 C-hip set is small and energy efficient, and the company hopes that it will inspire people in the health industry to use it. Right? And then what do you see? You see this tech, which is the same tech, grain of rice technology, that they're doing what? That they're putting in the dogs and the cats. Right? What does it say here? It's a small device, no larger than a grain of rice, is implanted under a pet's skin. But they want to put this same technology, right, in people dealing with this here, to check your saliva, right? They want to have control over and data from your biological functions, with this medically, digestion, and why would they test your saliva? What are you eating? Okay, checking the enzymes and things like that. Esau wants to be the Most High, so this technology is going to be used eventually, okay, inside the body to do what? To have a complete control over you, okay? And I'm not going to read all of this. I'm just looking at what they're doing here. Also, Silicon Labs says its chips can be used for medical patches, continuous glucose monitors, and wearable EKGs. This is because they can operate on low as 0.8 volts. They can switch to shelf mode, which reduces energy used during transportation and while stored on shelves. Bluetooth C-hips. They've been used in healthcare for a long time. They're also used in devices like pacemakers and insulin pumps. They're used in medical wearables such as fitness trackers and smartwatches. Yeah, I mean, they already have the tech in these watches, but what's a deeper method of having the understanding of how humans are moving throughout the earth by putting the tech inside of them that they can't remove. Okay? So this is what they want to do, right? And you got this article about Bill Gates, but we know what they're going to do. It's all in Bible prophecy. We know what's going to happen, okay? Eventually, it will happen, okay? And that's it. This wearable implant tech, right? Not even wearing it. This implant tech, right? Because it's going beyond smart watches and smart rings and phones. It's getting to the point that they want to put these things inside of you. Okay? And according to prophecy, there's the judgment for those that get the tech inside of them. Revelation 14 chapter. Revelation 14, 9 through 11. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone. That's the nuclear destruction from the nuclear missiles, in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. Meaning what? When the Lamb, the Savior, Yahweh Shai, comes back to deliver, and the angels, and they come back to deliver the elect of the Israelites, those of you that took this device inside your hand or your forehead, you're going to be destroyed with the people that are delivered. The Israelites are delivered, and Yahweh Shai himself and the angels looking on, watching. And the smoke of their torment ascendeth up forever and ever. and they have no rest day nor night. What does that mean? That means that they're going to be destroyed, and that destruction after it happens is going to go up for a long time. Okay, that destruction of America is going to be akin to what happened on September 11th, over 20 years ago in New York. That type of smoke. I remember that thing smoked for a long time. Okay, it was on the news every day after it happened, all the way up until 2002. Okay. It says, "In the smoke of their torment it sendeth up forever and ever, and they have no rest day nor night who worship the beast in his image, and whosoever receiveth." Okay. Who hears the patience of the saints? Here are they that keep the commandments of the Most High and the faith of Yahweh Shai. So, this text it's moving along. You can't deny it. Although you have a lot of different Israelite groups that like to put their spin on what they say it is. When it comes out, then the elect are going to know truly who the men of the Lord were, who's telling the right thing, and who these false prophets are. For some of them, they'll be accepted before a lot of them, by the time they realize it'll be too late, and they're going to get that nuclear torment. All right? But the elect that listen to Great Millstone and what we've been saying, you're going to be delivered. All right? And that's through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai Shai that we have this truth. So with that, all praise going on is going to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Shalom.